Good morning, Philippines. This is Mike Padua once again, and we are back to our update on tropical storm AURING. And it's now just a tropical depression after unfavorable conditions continues to affect the weather system. So this update is for today, Sunday, February 21st, 2021. And this is brought to you by Typhoon 2000. Let's begin now with our update. Like I said, the system is struggling to develop for the past 24 hours after it reached winds of 85 kph. For the past 24 hours, it started to weaken rapidly, and it's just a tropical depression, although other agencies still considered it as a tropical storm. But based on the satellite, it's really look like a tropical depression as of this time. The low level center is right here along this broken cloudiness, with much of its convection to the northwest and to the southeast of the circulation. So the system is having some difficulty to redevelop, but again it will still traverse the Visayas area until it weakens into a low pressure area late Monday. So right now the system is along still at 130 east longitude. This morning this system has wobbled just to the east of its former position last night, still at 130 east longitude, and right now it returned back to its normal path towards the northwest. And we are going to show you here the zoom in satellite animation from windy.com using the UMETSAT. And you can clearly see here some disorganized cloudiness of this weakening system. The rain bands to the northwest still quite strong, with winds up to 65 kph, 85, embedded within the localized northeast monsoon, and still bringing some breezy conditions over the Bicol region and most parts of the Visayas. But some showers will now be felt across eastern Visayas and northern Caraga. There is still some cloudiness moving into the northern Caraga area of Surigao provinces. So this is somewhat good news. The winds will be lesser compared to the although the rainfall is somewhat has weakened for the past 24 hours based on the forecast. It will just bring some heavy to intense rainfall along the eastern sections of the Visayas and northern Caraga region. So the rest of the Visayas will just experience some scattered to isolated rain showers and thunderstorms, light to moderate to at times heavy, but it's somewhat not worse than before. Okay, so this is slightly good news to all the Filipinos living here at Visayas and northern Mindanao. This is quite a relief because of the strong upper level winds, which makes the area unfavorable for development into a very strong tropical storm. So if we look at our last track, which we issued around 5 p.m. this afternoon, it will just remain as a tropical depression throughout its life, and it will weaken into a low pressure area in the afternoon of Monday, February 22, in the vicinity of the Sulu Archipelago or near the islands of Pamalican and Amanpulu. So based on the track, it will pass or make landfall over the northern tip of Dinagat and Siargao Islands in the afternoon of Sunday, February 21, between 2 to probably 8 p.m. And then early morning on Monday, it will start to traverse later and move across northern Cebu and the northern tip of Negros, then cut across the central part of Iloilo or Panay, okay, before it gradually weaken into a tropical disturbance, or LPA. So this weather system will start to be affected by the rugged terrain of the Visayas. That's why it will weaken into a low pressure area after traversing Visayas as a tropical depression. But the latest right now, as we speak this early morning, there might be a possibility that it could again regain tropical storm status prior in making landfall over northeastern Mindanao or eastern Visayas, and then it's still the same. It will rapidly weaken into a low pressure area over the northern Sulu Sea before traversing in the vicinity of northern Palawan or Calamian Cubab Islands. So that's the latest so far. So this is quite a surprise, since the computer models for the past 2 days shows a strong tropical storm crossing the Visayas, but during the past 24 hours, the computer models has updated their output, and it's now showing lesser intensity tropical cyclone. Okay, so this is quite a relief when it comes to the winds, but the rainfall, only the eastern sections of northeastern Mindanao and eastern Visayas could experience heavy rainfall. But watch out for scattered or isolated thunderstorms across the Visayas, because this tropical system will still bring some rainfall over that area. So here's the various Asian agencies track. So most of them still shows a track either to the south of eastern Visayas or here over northeastern Mindanao, across central Visayas, while others just over to the south of Masbate until it weakens into a low pressure area. And here's the computer models. Only one model shows a track towards the Catanduanes area of the Bicol region, but this is the UK Met. So if just one, we are not going to use this. It's more on this area that system will track, but we still have to wait for the next 24 hours for possible changes. But so far, within the next 2 days, that will be the general track, a weakening system moving towards the Visayas. And this is the latest multimodal diagnostic comparison for the past 6 hours. So the intensity has dropped. Okay, it's now around 35 to 30, down to 30 knots between a tropical storm or tropical depression, and eventually it will start to weaken until early next week. Okay, and the culprit of that rapid weakening, since we last gave you the latest YouTube update last night, okay, or the other night, what I mean, or the last update we gave you the other day, Friday afternoon, I mentioned it that the system is currently starting to become disorganized, and in the past 24 hours it happened, and this is the culprit why it is rapidly weakening, because of the deep layer wind shear, or the strong upper level winds, moderate to strong, and then for the next 24 hours it will rapidly weaken the wind shear. That's why it may intensify into a tropical storm, but hopefully the rugged terrain of the Visayas will no longer be able the storm to intensify. Okay, so that's the latest for our tropical depression right now, and this is the wind shear that we are talking about. This is around 25 up to 40 knots, 45 to 75 kph winds from the southeast. So the wind is blowing from the southeast. That's why most of the circulation is has been pushed towards the northwest, while the storm is right here over that area. Okay, the depression I mean. So here's the latest rainfall accumulation for the next 3 days, beginning today Sunday until Tuesday, based on the European model. So you can clearly see here that most of the intense rainfall, heavy to intense rainfall, will be concentrated just to the eastern sections of Visayas, a smaller area, and northernmost tip of Caraga, Dinagat, Siargao Islands, and Surigao del Norte might still experience this heavy to intense rainfall within those days. But look at this. Areas of the Visayas and portions of Eastern Bicol region will just have moderate to heavy rainfall within the next 3 days. Okay, and before we leave you, here's the latest GovSat. Nothing so far, just a little change of the system. It's been downgraded into a tropical depression, no longer a tropical storm, and it's quasi-stationary for the past 12 hours, but now it's beginning to move towards the northwest or west-northwest at the speed of 11 kilometers per hour. So that will be in the general direction of eastern and central Visayas. So that's so far is the situation right now of AURING, and the northeast monsoon here will still continue to blow across most parts of the country due to multiple high pressure areas here over the subtropics. So far, that's the latest for this early morning Sunday. So this is quite good news for us. Although still, those living in low-lying areas, flood-prone areas, and landslide-prone areas must be on alert and take all necessary precautions when this weakening system traverses the Visayas late Sunday through Monday. Okay, so we'll be returning again tomorrow evening, okay, or tonight, Sunday evening, to give you more update on this tropical cyclone from Typhoon 2000. This is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel.